Sometimes I think their coding is like a McDonald's ice cream machine. There's one there's one person on the planet who knows how to fix it. They ain't gonna
I have just posted this epic eye-rolling joke in another Discord.
Uh-oh.
The Discord server kind of died a while ago, and there's just still like a few of us hanging out. So somebody was like, "Oh, hey, I'm just checking in to see how y'all are." And the person who runs it, Bella, she's like, "No, we're all dead." So like that gave me an idea. So I'm like, "Wait, if you're dead, that means you have become Zombella."
That was
I
it.
hear your cat yakking in the background.
At the end of it, I even put this sound effect. Come on.
Oh my God. I'm beaming to Kabali Prime 4 years later.
Make sure to take the temple by yourself. Don't listen to what Duke Nukem tries to tell you.
They must be stopped. I saw part of a video earlier and it was Doom, but you work overnight at a McDonald's. So like you were stuck behind the counter and like the guys were coming in through the door and trying to shoot you to shoot back.
Why can't I?
You mean Kenton?
I know, we should get Olea to play the original Doom.
Of the Nazis or the zombies?
That's Wolfenstein.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I'm back.
Error 404. I'm just soaking up all this Omega. I'm gonna find them Ethereans and be like, hey, soak this up, bitch.
Alright, once I'm done stuffing my face with this pizza, we'll run some more.
No, we won't.
Is it a crusty
I'm
crab
never,
pizza?
I'm never getting out of this place.
Well, at least if you die there, Olea, there are burial pods. You can be buried. And then you
Doesn't
come
help
back
me.
as a kobold.
Doesn't help me.
I have faith in your abilities.
I've never been able to get that last accolade on that last part.
See, we all sure came. Amy would have got it for us.
I don't think you can. I think you have to do it as your own.
What's that days? Well, never mind. I don't know then.
Yeah, there was a lot of rerunning that mission that year.
Not worth it.
Oh, why can't I go over there?
Unless it gave you like 10,000 Zen, it ain't worth it.
But then every time I look at my log, it would have just staring back at me like, hey.
There would have to be a lot of incentive to do that.
Should I do everyone should assault the temple, or my team and I will attack the temple? You said my team and I?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He says it's hard, but really it's not.
How does that like cut down on the time or something?
The number of NPCs you have helping you.
Oh,
But
so
there
it
is-
does
but
make
there-
it harder?
There is a sweet juicy accolade involved, so. So think of all the extra swag you'll have when you take the temple alone.
I don't feel
You
like
should
I'll have
outpower
any.
them pretty good by now anyway.
Oh no.
Just use your force lightning.
I don't have that.
Bankai.
Just look at them, be like, no, you will die, and start zapping.
The Emperor rubbing his socks across the carpet, charging up for all that lightning.
The Magnificent Five.
See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Now we have to complete the next part in less than 2 minutes.
No, I can't do that.
The electrical coffins that make no sense. Why are the coffins electric?
If something's so easy that even I can do it, what's your excuse? USS Barkley?
Mr. Broccoli.
There's NPC ships here, but they don't have tags. They're just there.
Yeah, there's quite a few of those in the Sol system.
That's where I am.
Zip line.
Farming some Omega.
Does it matter which way, 1, 2, or 3 I do, or no?
Just find your 3-sided coin and flip it.
What a surprise! I
You're
agree.
so mean,
Sensor
Amy.
link
Oh my
is active.
goodness.
Let's start with the ship debris up ahead.
Something you have to understand about Olea is that he's a professional wrestler, and he will, suplex me every time my jokes get out of hand.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Sensors are picking up microscopic fragments of advanced regenerative circuitry. Nanites.
So he'll come over, I'll tell him like the cringiest dad
Decentralized
joke
control system debris.
about how I ate soup
This
and
is
it was very
most certainly a
super.
full and
And he'll
cooperative
just
probe.
roundhouse kick me and then soup
Something must
fucks
have
me.
happened to their fleet.
Whatever.
Let's hurry. There's more debris over there.
Throw you with the
Lies and
buckle.
slander.
Scans indicate high
Lies
density
and
alloy
slanders.
and further bulk circuitry fragments. Disruptive, not regenerative. In any case, this is
Oh,
not
your team is
cooperative
still broken.
debris. The quantum signature doesn't even match our universe.
You know what is broken? My heart, because I'm alone. And into the depths I go.
I used to have a friend that tried to do wrestling school, and he said that shit hurt so bad. Like just trying to take the bumps, falling to your back. The conditioning for it, just sick.
Well done. That certainly displays the debris' quantum signature. Let's continue. I see a final cluster of debris up ahead.
I'm like, all right, now go stand on top of the ropes. Look down and now jump.
This fractal
Like,
alloy
well,
is
my brain
unlike
says I
any
don't want to
debris
jump.
I've ever seen.
I think, well, you have
It's
to.
protected by a quantum dispersal field.
Right, and now you got to do a
Someone must have
flip
come
and land on
back
your
to
stomach.
scatter
Oh,
the
and by
ship's
the way,
debris
you're going to be
signature.
landing on these boards.
Its origin is untraceable.
I don't understand. I went here and I know I'm at a dead end.
Subspace sensors are picking up
Go
residual
right.
distortion nearby.
I can't.
A warp trail. Recalibrating sensor
It's amazing.
array
There's a lot of dead
frequencies.
ends.
Because now it's
Tachyon
clear that it's
decay and
inevitable.
subspace phase variances
Right,
suggest
blah,
this
blah,
warp
blah.
trail is 2 hours
Blah, blah,
old.
blah. Oh,
We
I
should get
see.
closer.
Just have the Kobali
There might be
resurrect the end.
survivors. Oh dear.
Oh, so
Sensor readings are
dumb.
fluctuating erratically
Then it'll
due
be
to the
a
magnetic
live
properties of dense asteroids nearby. It's
Sorry, the
the
pop-up
harmony.
was covered up
What's
by the
Tossing
Omega
Phase
menu. I didn't
ship
see it till
doing
it
here?
finished.
There was a pop-up?
Perhaps Tossing Faye was. Oh,
No.
no response. You're right.
There is now.
Ah.
Only for the pop-up video.
Pop-up video. It's old.
Mm-hmm.
Hope
Yeah,
it
do
doesn't
y'all
die.
remember? Do y'all remember the like? It was like, man, I went over to my friend's house one time, and they had cable. We didn't because we were bored crap. But like, you could actually request videos through the cable company, like by dialing in this number. And it was like an expensive MTV service.
Yup.
You
I
know what I'm
bet you
talking
had a
about?
black box.
Yeah, it
Or
was crazy.
descrambler.
It was crazy.
Apparently that's next
Oh
to
my God.
impossible to do now.
Oh my God.
If you could do
Oh
that,
my
you could pretty much
God.
steal internet.
Oh my God. Oh my
That's a
God.
crustacean to our side here.
Looks like
So in the interest of disclosure, I think my torpedoes do friendly fire. So let me know.
What torpedoes are you using?
The Colgate torpedo.
Is it
I know it hurts the NPC ships in that missiles mission. Here they come. We'll find out.
they're
No.
Central personnel and
No,
civilians.
not the maze. What happened?
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, not amazing.
I will be your moral support during this mission with the best
Why?
jokes ever heard by man.
I don't even know. Why is it all foggy?
Zombie farts.
Oh.
This is why you should have your zombies spayed and neutered so they don't pass gas out.
Can you jump on top of these? No. Can you jump on top of them? No, you can't. They don't like you doing that, do they?
Are you guys getting the lightning off the railway?
Trying to stay away from it. Protect my scales.
The lightning gives you a power burst.
Well, that's what I thought when I first put a fork in a socket.
There's a break in the incoming warp signatures.
Instead, it took
We'll
all
have a
my
short amount
hair.
of time before more board
When I was in
arrive.
school, a kid did that. He stuck a pair of scissors in the outlet. I thought my teacher was gonna beat him. I was like in the first grade. Why they thought it would be a good idea to put outlets on the floor like that?
Survival of the fittest.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
I'll catch you guys later. I'm about to crash.
Alright. Have a good night.
Be careful. Safety bag cushion for the crash.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Better safe. Focus all your efforts on this program.
That will give you more time to cross the field.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Oh man. Oh, I can't cross it yet. I can't even
You have to shoot the walls.
Last time I did it, it was bugged. The platforms were there, but they're not really there.
Position to prepare for the next assault.
You see lights on them, and they actually are there. But what if I have enough sodium in my diet and I don't need any more assault?
Here come the Borg assimilators. Keep fighting.
So it's gonna be difficult.
You see what you have to cross, huh?
Oh, stupid.
3 sections, and each one just gets longer.
Just leveled up.
Off the distance, you can hear an ex-cryptic employee going. You're suffering in my platform maze nonsense.
It probably emails him when someone dies in there.
That
You-
would be
You have claimed another victim.
No, not really not.
a mercy roll in there. Uh-huh. Now you only have to do it 4 times for that sweet Kobali thing. Oh. Oh, dang it. Why would I do it 4 times? For that sweet Kobali thing.
There's nothing sweet about that.
That's right. I still hear Bonnekin from having to repeat to do that one mission to get the TOS phaser set before they offered it in a vendor.
I could run that or Pagor or Baldly They Rode till I freaking my eyes caved in. And I'd still have fun. Dust to Dust would just be absolute misery the entire time.
I did Boldly They Rode for the Jemadar stuff. The phasers and the cannons.
The best part is that you can just AFK that last part because reinforcements keep warping in no matter what.
Well, that's the least sucky part of that mission. It's that first part.
After a while, it becomes like bread and butter, Mike.
No bread and butter. Depends what kind of bread and butter. Rare.
Okay, cheap dollar store bread from Dollar General and margarine.
No. No.
People tell me real butter is better, and I'm like, no, it ain't.
Man, my mom used to buy that. I can't believe it's not butter crap. It was so bad. It tastes nothing like butter. How could they advertise it tastes like butter? And one time she accidentally bought this butter that had like olive oil in it. I thought I was gonna die. That tastes so bad.
I mean,
You
somebody
make
took
Popeye
cream.
mad at you.
Many of our forces.
Oh,
No! That's what I get. Do you think they'd be mad if we just like warped out?
Well, I have other characters to jump onto to take the lever penalty.
no.
What did y'all get?
Crap.
What are you talking?
The vault ensnared.
You can't even change a ship.
This is the Kobayashi Maru.
Svoldar.
I just saw that.
I do have to say, Mike, one good thing about this Dreamcast mod is it's like loading times don't exist. Oh, it does feel strange to not hear that disk drive, because that disk drive is so loud.
That it was. I was just thinking about that. I can still remember. One of those, it's almost the comforting noise, reminds you of better days gone by. When I was little, before we moved to North Carolina, I had an uncle that smoked cigars, so big fat smelly ones. And even though they smelled so bad, I was so used to it as a kid, it was almost like a comforting thing. So now when I do smell it, you know, it makes me think of when I was little. Now people want to buy cigars, they cut the wraps off and smoke hot. If somebody comes in and buys a black and mild with a plastic tip, like, yeah, you're just gonna use the plastic tip to smoke a rocket.
I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. Ooh.
People aren't even subtle about it anymore. They don't even call them like cigarillo. They just call them wraps. Well,
I really hate that they. Yeah, I do hate that they legalized marijuana here because literally all of my coworkers are potheads now. I'm just,
the smell gives me such a migraine. I mean, to each their own, but there's got to be a limit. Like, if you smell that bad, you need to not be in public. You got gangbanged by a bunch of skunks that didn't take a shower for a month.
We will return. We are in. It's worse than I thought.
well, Swole Hadar is part of the Cobra Kai fleet.
That's the Teleru, isn't it?
No, that's a red or something.
Does
or
the
other.
Kabali set even change the way your ship looks?
Shield does, I think.
It puts this gold chain around the neck of your ship that says Coballer.
Stupid.
License plate. Necromancer ain't easy.
I can't do this.
See, you'll never hear anything that stupid in your life ever again. That was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity right there.
Hold on a second.
I mean, to be fair, at least Harry Kim's zombie girlfriend is actually pretty for human. Alright, although I have to show Swole Hadar how Gravity Well is done.
This map's too big to pull everybody.
The Tholian bulk web is 20% complete.
What happens if you let it get 100% and just fail?
No, there's an oh shit button that Novasec pushes, and it's basically a huge Thaleron blast. When this first came out, we were failing it constantly.
Wouldn't it be faster to do it that way?
I'm actually kind of curious.
What, do you want to let him build the web now?
Yeah, I mean, if it'll get it over with faster.
Do you want to build a Tholian web?
Come on, let's go and play. Wait, how do you get the Delta summon thing? Is that from a Delta recruit, or is that from completing the Delta?
You challenge Tom Paris to an arm wrestling contest for the hand of his daughter in marriage.
That's not the answer.
And Neelix is there to keep score.
Yes.
No, that's not the answer. It's not what happens.
I think that last mission, the Delta Army, get it out of the reload.
I didn't get it.
The doctor will be singing opera while dancing on the bar table.
Dusk to Dusk is the last mission.
It's in the mission Delta Flight in the Iconian War.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so now I have to go to what's next? The Iconian War?
Yes. Sela basically has to screw us all over by kicking the Iconians in the nuts.
She'd be like, kick you in the nuts.
And we have to look at her and be like, God dang it, Bobby.
My nephew just started watching King of the Hill. You know, some of the references are past him because of the gap in years, but he still likes it.
So are we not shooting these now? Or are we
I
shooting?
am.
Oh, I think I'm just going to fly off into the nether. I'll try to preemptively kill. Yeah, I think we may have already killed too many of them.
I think we're killing them for names.
Well, at least I'm done with the Delta. Thank goodness.
Did Janeway officiate your marriage between you and 7 of 11?
The Tholian vault web is 40% complete.
Yeah, 40%. That's never going to complete now. I remember the old Vault Shuttle event we used to love it. Bring full-blown ships into
No. I want to know what the 2 words are, Tori.
Never heard the old saying, we got 2 words for you?
No.
And if you read this one, we have 2 words for you. It's a Gravwell build, so if it works, the 2 words are sucking. So originally, when this character was named after a porn star, but I changed it. Drew too much negative attention.
Oh. What did you expect naming it after a porn star?
We couldn't think of any names
Like,
for our characters,
people
so
were
we just
gonna be
started looking
like,
up absurd stuff. I can't remember who it was. Before the Armada system, somebody starts Googling names. It's like, these are popular adult film stars at that time. It's like, yep, I'll go with that.
Oh my goodness.
Also, it's kind of a good idea to look up that stuff, because you end up in a rabbit hole of stuff you don't want to see.
60% complete.
Dios míos.
Meals on wheels.
Dios míos.
Excellent. The vault is secure. but we are not.
Eos is devil.
Sensors
isn't
show
it?
Tholian reinforcements approaching at high warp.
Demons?
Prepare for battle. Defeat the Tholian flagship if you can.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. My Spanish is Spanglish at best.
Diablo is devil.
Yes, I know that, but. And Diablos is devils. That's all I get. You know what's also devil? Devil. Devil. I don't call the devil though. I call him by his name, Lucifer.
Defeated. Excellent work.
That asshole. I'm like Hermione. The name only increases fear. That's
I feel when I look at my clock and it's time to get up. Like, no, you can't make me.
interesting. Why is there so much story missions? The horrible, horrible story.
I'm gonna change characters.
Abba die. Is the crystal harmonic set that important? What do you guys think?
What is that set again?
It's the warp core that gives you the little stars.
Can you be a little more specific?
They will either give you a shield buff or an enemy a debuff.
Oh, the Tholian stuff.
Yeah. The new ciliating warp core is supposed to be a big thing for DPS chasers. But it is 3750 on sale.
Never used any of it. I don't know about DPS with it.
Yeah, it's the buff the warp core does. That's why they use it. Or because I have money, I have Zen left over, you know. Well, not Zen left over. I have like that bonus Zen because you know you get
Buy me
bonus
some
Zen.
upgrade tokens.
I'm not good tokens. So I could get the Kumani Visionary ground set. Isn't that amazing ground set?
That's probably the best ground set they've ever given us.
Okay. Because there's that that's now 3,000 Zen, or I could get the Nano Pulse Wartar ground pit for 2,000. I don't know.
Mark 10 grenade satchel.
The Red Angel suit is also 3,000 right now.
That's why I'm glad I don't miss events.
No, I know, it's crazy. The Alliance Kittimer bundle is only $17.50.
Oh no.
The Tholians have captured a number of Romulan Republic
What?
ships.
WTF?
When am I talking about stuff? And he was like, no. That's on this head behind me.
We got pulled into Azure.
Azure Nebula.
Maybe they fixed it. Only one way to find out. Participate.
I'll
Our
just
time
fight
here is
one group.
limited. Stay focused, plan your attacks, and save as many ships as possible.
They couldn't even give us a
Every
new Winter
loss is
Starbase
critical for my
decoration. part of it.
You can pretend you're playing the Echo.
Target has fired at the
Without the motion sickness.
The Vizio glass is
Target inside the web.
3500.
Try to destroy what's under.
You're better off trying to see if you can find the figure for that price.
Whoa, no, I'm sorry. It's 3,500.
Better off trying to see if you can find the WizKids figure.
You can.
It's no different. The legendary slot is better for them anyway, isn't it? It looks different, it's my understanding.
But it's blue. But it's blue.
Put on a pair of blue sunglasses.
Yeah,
And
but
then ask it why it's so sad.
I don't know. Why would it be sad? Coalition repulsing.
A DeLong
Said
warbird
it
is
was
escaping.
blue.
It is. It's blue tint.
Oh, but blue, it's sad.
I'm not saying it.
A Talis warbird is escaping.
Okay. The only two things you would really want there is the Red Angel suit and the Comarque Visionaries.
A Hapax warbird is
For some
escaping.
ship upgrade tokens.
Don't ever buy those with them. It's not worth it.
60 million no, 80 million EC.
Wait for that event to come around.
There's no telling when that's gonna happen.
Well,
Because basically not using a maxed out ship, you're hurting yourself.
just remember, I got about $550 worth of tokens during that last event.
You have to do so much in charitable donations, so I was trying to be helpful.
Comarque said if you want to be Thor on the ground, just without the hammer.
Comarque? Oh, is that the one that we talked about?
One setting does electrical damage, the other one does like an AOA heal every time you shoot.
Is the shield good as well?
You definitely want the 4-piece for that. It'll give you a lot of HP, a lot of shield HP, a lot of paper.
So basically, if I get that, that's the set I want to run on my main character on every one, pretty much. That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is if you're using any kind of paper build and you want more paper, you want that set.
Okay.
But if you need more cowbell,
What does the micro generator drone do?
It's a little lightning murder drone.
Did anybody
you
go
need all
to
four.
the shipyard and see if that Gemini bug ship is there for Dill?
Yeah, I'm stuck in this nebula warfield and friends.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a good time to do Admiralty.
A Talis warbird is escaping.
Oh no, not a Talis warbird.
That Jarvis guy. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Is he giving up like the rest of us, or?
Oh, you guys gave up? I'm over here trying to be
I'm just
tryhard.
parking it. I park here and I kill them and then I hit the thing. Oh,
So you said ship bender, and then you said go for bug. Is it T6 or T5?
Actually, I don't remember where it was on the lineup. I just was scrolling through escorts or something, and I'm like, wait, is that the bug ship? And I was like, how much is it? And then I looked, and it was like, it was for Dill, and it was on discount. Like, I think I paid like 500 Dill for it, because it's in my lineup, and it is the bug ship.
I wonder if you had it already and it was a fleet one or something?
I have never had the bug ship. I've always wanted to have the bug ship,
A
just to have
Hapax
it.
Warbird is escaping.
Well, back in the day, I wanted it because it was a badass escort, but
I got it. T5, Tier 6, Raider, Legendary.
I got 2 of them out of the Phoenix store when they were up there.
I'll look once I'm able to escape this hell.
This Azure nightmare.
I can't escape this nightmare. What's the difference between the Derridex battleship reinforcements and the Romulan distress called the Derridex battleship? One comes out of the Romulan rep, but I think one was a fleet one, isn't it?
That would be the only difference then.
They both just call it a warbird though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. So unless I go to Lieutenant General,
It was like a secret gift or something. I don't know.
One of the devs have a crush on you. It was a 2-minute sale.
well, here's the Lucari scout ship.
I don't know what it is, but I couldn't believe it, and I had to get it because I was like, that's just too crazy to pass up. I would have paid a lot more than 500 Dill, for sure.
Yeah, it's 15% off right now. It's 850. Dimmador Scout, but it's a T5U.
What's its console layout?
It's 4 engineering,
A Falchion Dreadnought is escaping.
4 tactical, 3 science.
It's basically the ship that Jem'Hadar players start with.
Yeah.
That's not quite the bug ship, but it's pretty dang close. Yeah, I shudder to think what my Admiralty roster would be if I went back and got all the Dill ships.
I'm still pissed about the Thunderchild being behind a paywall in a bundle. It ain't worth paying a bundle price for a tier 3 ship when I have all the other ships.
What's the Thunder Child?
Akira. It's the one that has the turret in it.
Oh, okay.
It rides a motorcycle and slides sideways on the road.
That's it. That seems awesome. Kind of.
And mildly dangerous.
Just a little.
Oh, they did it in the Sonic 3 movie. It must be real, right?
I swear the smaller Tholian ships are tougher than the tarantulas. 5 pops up, I can blow them away. But if a 3 or 4 pops up,
Spiders are so difficult to hit.
A Delon warbird is escaping.
it's not that they're hard to hit. You hit them once and then they fall and take off. They're immune to that first hit. You have to double tap.
I remember that movie.
I wonder if this is the lifer ship for Klingon. Is it Heavy Destroyer?
Yes.
Okay.
If you use the ISOMag build, that thing is insane. That the clicky, the Lotus.
What Lotus?
It's the console.
In the
Go into
lifer
tactical
ship.
mode, you have like either a phaser disruptor Lotus. It's like basically mixing fire at will and overload in one shot.
I don't know if I'm looking at the right ship then, because this console doesn't have a Lotus on it. This is Enhanced Dynamic Tactical System.
Well, yeah, it's the
I
same
am
thing.
quite impressed
Once
with
you
your
click
Oh.
it gives
The
you another
Tholians are
clicky.
abandoning their bases.
But
Oh.
you have a tactical mode, and you'll have that option for that attack fire.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. It is so shit. Oh my gosh. Goodness. Are all the lifers command? I think they are.
Yeah, the only difference is their fire for that console is determined by their race. Like phasers, Federation, Disruptor, Polaron, Plasma.
Gotcha. Oh, let's see.
Why that stupid thing's not integrated, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking for that ship.
What ship? What ship? What ship? What ship?
The gem herder.
Herder. Herder.
Nerf herder.
Oh, the Lucari shield looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
I don't know, I'm getting into the tier 6s and I haven't came across it yet.
It's not a tier 6. It's like...
I'm scrolling through all ranks, so...
Oh, okay. I did it by, yeah. It was like Brigadier General or something with a Klingon, but yeah. It
Kapla.
came up for... Where's me? Where's me?
Become a permanent Klingon, you shall.
Don't be a shitty one. Don't be a shitty one.
One straight.
It says Lorca console, always use that, right? You've got that.
Unless it's a torp or science build. Yeah, got that. Man, I was Up to the king.
I don't know if the neck bars are going to spawn on my side or the other side.
Over here.
They're already headed to Stable 4.
Disarm your weapons. You will escort us to your home world, where we will begin assimilating your culture and technology.
Almost missed that. I clicked twice and canceled. My clickiness.
Blackbird rate always positive.
I gotta take a run to the banyo. Y'all can kick me out of the group for a couple minutes.
I must
Yeah, the
refill
part-
my coffee.
I think the parser's broken.
Oh,
Well, how did I out DPS Chimera? That's why I say it's broken.
Who's that?
oh, you can out DPS me.
I'm not in the jelly.
Alright, I'll be back.
Okay. Alright, let me go refill my coffee.
Oh.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Dun 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 dun.
I need another Omni phaser.
I don't think you want to pay those prices, though.
I don't think I could I don't think I could equip it though. I think I'm at my limit.
You can only have 3 if you include the Borg cutting beam.
Yeah, I have the omnidirectional alleviating, the advanced inhibiting phaser, and the kinetic cutting beam.
The Borg are using reality vortices to attack us at critical looks like...
For being at the heart of Starfleet, Starbase 1 sure has a lot of problems.
We also have Xena Warrior Princess over there.
Here they come! We're prepping for evac of non-essential personnel and civilians. There's a break in the incoming warp signatures. We'll have a short amount of time before more Borg arrive. Long-range sensors show larger vessels incoming.
back. I'm trying to go turn my heater on.
Turn on your Tommy gun, jeez.
It's a crispy 26 degrees outside. I don't even have to put my Coke or water in the refrigerator. I just set it out my front door and it's colder.
An evacuation ship is launching.
I don't want it to get too cold though, it'll actually warp the flavor.
And you get the little ice crystals.
Blech.
So, I know we're supposed to avoid the subject of the T-Man, but do you think they'll actually do the stimulus from the Dodge thing?
The Doge dividends? Yeah.
Yeah. I just read about an article that they're considering using that money as a stimulus for all Americans.
Well, taxpayers.
Right.
And probably going to limit it to, like, you had to have paid in so much tax or something. Like, just to keep the really low end, just so that people can't, you know... Scam it, yeah.
Well, I mean, like, that sweet $29 tax refund I got, that cost me $79 to file.
Right. Yeah, my whole $2 that I got back.
And I still gotta pay $100 property tax for the car I don't even drive.
They're like, how do you want your refund?
Quarters.
Oh my god.
I set it up for direct deposit because I figured the stimulus check's gonna need that information anyway, so don't want anything holding that up. Oh yeah, it'll be the same way you got your income tax.
Like when they did a few years ago when they did the COVID stuff. They did those 3 payouts or whatever.
Yeah. They did a check, didn't they?
Yeah, you can do a check or by deposit based on how you file through the taxes.
Yeah, it's whatever the IRS has on file.
An evacuation ship is launching.
Right.
Give them cover.
So the only thing you would have to do is just go online, log into your IRS account. If you don't have one, you can create one with your social, and you just update your account and routing number, and then that's the one that
they already got all that.
Right. Fun part about this is we don't have to pay it back.
Tax your tax refund. It's an endless loop of paying each other back.
Not fair. Not fair.
I think politically it's smart for him because he's gonna make a. I mean, how do you get people to like you more than by giving them money? If you boil it down, oversimplify it.
And on top of that, it's our money that he's giving back to us. That he found.
It's laying outside. It's like, huh, what's in this bag? Oh my.
Oh, Coraine.
Now imagine, because in 2026 people are going to want to get reelected, and if they support Trump and get the IRS abolished, like there's no way they're not getting elected. So think about that.
Taxes are unavoidable, but the need of reform is so insane that you might as well just start all over again.
No, they're shrinking the government so that they can run it off of tariffs and shoot, I'm having a brain fart. It's so that they can abolish the internal revenue service. He wants to start the external revenue service and collect taxes from outside the country instead of taxing the people. And then there would be just like a national sales tax to help bolster that, and then shrinking the government down will make it more affordable to keep it running, And then
They're national sales tax.
right. So if you're getting 30-40% of your check back, not getting it back, but never having it taken from you to begin with, an extra 4, 5, 6% on the stuff that you buy is not going to do anything to you.
Nothing is really produced here, though. I mean, it's the first rule of business. If your cost goes up, find another supplier.
But that's the
Kind
thing.
of- That's the kind of a potentially of a double-edged sword there. It's either going to work or it's really, really not going to work.
The company I work for is very has been talking about tariffs this whole time because we have companies in all over the place, UK, Japan, and
Big companies do.
we have a company in Belgium that was already shipping like a few $1 million worth of inventory to the US side, and over here that company has their US side, but it's not really like a big warehouse. It's just so that they can take orders here, and then they create the machines over there. So once they get that inventory over here, it's to hold over until they build a production facility here so that they can make the machines here and not have to ship them and get tariffs on them. That's going to create jobs, and it will actually make stuff cheaper now because they don't have to pay for shipping it across the pond. In the long run, they'll save money, and they can pass that savings on to the customers. It's just going to take some time and some initial collateral to get it up and running. And so a lot of businesses are going to have to do that. And that's just good for us because then less people unemployed because there's a crap ton of new jobs. And then we can tariff on those goods going out and have the people on the outside start paying us for a change.
Which would be nice.
Mike has captured a bomb.
My only
Wrong ship for this mission.
yeah, my only, what is it? I'm gonna say
You can change
Nobody
ships
tell
though.
him. Make him worry about it.
my only concern is that if we get another Democrat president after Trump, and they go in and they like undo everything he did.
That would be not only political suicide, but probably physically suicidal. Could you imagine if he abolished the IRS and everybody's getting their full check again and living a great life, and then a Democrat comes in and tries to do that? They probably should go dig a hole and hide themselves and their family in it until the end of time.
I'm just saying, that's my only concern. Well,
That is
basically-
usually how it works, because you have Clinton, then Bush, then Obama, then Trump, then Biden. They're kind of all of an excuse for each other.
True, but I think what the plan is, and that's why he wanted them to. He wanted the leftist judges to challenge the things that he's doing, so that they would go into the court system, and then they would be arbitrated and pushed through the judiciary system, so that then they'd be codified into law. And that's a lot harder to change once you get in.
There are 3 left.
That'd be nice. We can pull it off.
We just don't need a bumbling DBZ villain like Mr. Satan come in and scare people.
If he gets this all done, I mean, look what he's done in just a month. We've only gone through a month of him being in office. So if he keeps this pace up, by the time midterms come around, there's just no way the Democrats could run again. Like, what do they have nothing they're standing on. They don't even have a who's the Democrat leader right now. Like, they're in shambles, and then they put David Hogg as the vice chair, and he ended up like in his first week scamming money from the donors. And then they turned on him because of that. So like, yeah, their whole party is in shambles right now.
The only one would have any sort of backing as Democrat would be Bernie Sanders, right?
Yeah, but they
He's like 1,000 years old now. I mean,
plus he's not true. Like, he's not part of the radical left, which has control of the Democrat Party. So they would never let him. That's why they got him out 2 times that he was.
Yeah, no, it's funny because all the Democrats like wanted him over. Who did they get? Oh yeah, fine.
Right.
And then yeah, and because I would have much already over Biden, obviously.
They've had a kindergarten over Biden.
Oh, I mean, this is crazy. You know, I don't know. And one thing that I have kind of like, one thing that I kind of, like, cause like I researched a lot of stuff too, because like yeah, generally speaking, like, Trump's mouth gets him in trouble, right? Because it's what his mouth is, basically. Like, basically everything that anyone has ever had a problem with Trump, it's what he said. Not what he did, but what he said.
Right, well, if words are the problem, then you've got bigger issues than what Trump is saying. Like,
there's also the issue of context. You could give a long-winded speech about how great anything is, and if I cut excerpts out, I can make you out to be the devil.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, no, it's
and that's basically what they were doing. A lot of it.
Like the latest. Are you referring to the latest tweet by Trump where he said, "A man who saves the country breaks no laws"?
Oh no! I was just speaking in general regarding Trump. Like,
people were up in arms about that.
Like, I'm just saying, this is one thing that I kind of realized, like, myself, like, after researching everything, like, it's like, a lot of people just got upset by things he said, or if it was taken out of context. And some stuff he said was kind of, it was messed up, I don't agree with. But I was like, okay, but what have he done? And I was like, I can't. And then I looked back on the thing he did as president, and I was like, well, I mean, I agree with just about everything he did. Do you know what I mean?
The biggest things I don't like are like the way he's handling Ukraine and Israel and stuff. He's like, "Oh, it's your fault Russia invaded." Like, the fuck is this bullshit?
Technically, it is.
Huh?
Technically, it is.
Territorial expansionism.
Putin didn't want NATO on his back doorstep. Biden and the leftists manipulated and pushed to instigate Putin by saying they were going to admit Ukraine to NATO. That started the war.
It's not Putin's decision. If Ukraine wants to, then it's up to
them.
No,
but for them to just go, hey, Putin doesn't want this, so we're going to do it anyway. knowing the ramifications of that, yeah, no. If somebody says, hey, don't walk into my backyard, do you walk into their backyard?
It's not his backyard. It's the sovereign territory of another nation.
Which used to be part of his backyard.
Which, even back then, was illegally annexed by the Soviet Union.
All they had to do was just not let them join NATO. No war.
Okay, so why does NATO exist to counter Russia?
NATO exists. It's the same reason why the bureaucracy exists in this country, to launder money.
NATO was a defense pack against the Soviet Union. Originally it was.
It was, but I don't even know if it was like that. From all the corruption that we see now, everything that they say, a title that they put on things, is the exact opposite of what it actually does. U.S. aid wasn't U.S. aid. It was, what is it? Hold on.
These Borg ships are getting destroyed before I can even get to them.
Yeah, it's the United States Agency for International Development, which could mean anything. But they named it that because the acronym instills in people who don't read further, oh, that's U.S. aid.
Oh, like...
And then they use it to launder money.
$2.7 trillion.
Jesus, what's going on with this damage?
I'll know in a minute.
Yeah, I don't know what hit me, but I was alt-tabbed there for a second. Looking up what U.S.
I mean,
aid.
on our side, somebody just smashed the shit out of the board.
I figure it's either got to be Dean or Wood, but I am parsing, so I'll know.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Unimatrixes are so big I can overload with my dual beam banks and my half beams. Oh shit, shit, shit.
Yeah.
Hull integrity below 75%.
Torpedoes and EPG from the wind.
Lucky I had tempo. I could save my ass.
Eternal! This is not the end. That form was flesh. Weak. Fallible.
Yeah, that was Wood. 233k DPS. 24 million damage.
Was it with beams or what?
First, I'll share the parsing. I think the only reason I out DPS Chimera is because he was AFK the whole match.
You did what? 100 and let's say what? 107, 108 more than me, and I hardly got a shot off.
I got my best shots on that unit matrix because I was right next to it when that cutscene ended.
Yeah, Wood was a DPS hog.
Spiral wave disruptor, dual heavy. Disruptor cannon, scatter volley 2. Yalachi turret, scatter volley 2. Terran task force, dual heavy disruptor cannon, scatter volley 2. Resonance shock, immolating phaser lance, mycelial lightning. That's nuts. He's doing that with scatter volley.
Was he just AoE damaging everything?
That'd be my guess, but it's just... I just don't know how any abilities that up like cannons like that. It's like there's so many beam traits. It's like I can totally get why people are doing beam damage, but this cannon damage eludes me.
He's a cheater!
Hacks!
You need to make a bot, Amia.
It would actually work against me. If I knew how to make a bot, people would be like, well, he knows how to make a bot, so he must be cheating.
Well, you're not supposed to get caught making a bot. That's the whole point.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Or a bot to counter the bot that bots you. Bot not lest you be botted.
Well, it's funny because the person who did the script that counters the bot, they're being treated like a celebrity, even though it's a fucking cheat tool. Literally through cheat edge. That's what's so ironic about it.
So I'm gonna try a Blade Dancer for Blade and Soul Neo. I really wanted a Warlock because that's the one that I used to use. But a Warlock isn't gonna be out when it launches, so that day.
What is it? Night Elf Mohawk.
What? Night of Mohawk?
That was actually the one time I played WoW. Was after that commercial.
Is that the name?
Mr. T for he did all the promotional advertising for World of Warcraft.
Oh, he did.
It's like
back
what,
in the
15
day.
years ago or something?
Yeah.
The Mohawk grenades.
Yeah.
I used to go around with those, just Mohawk everybody.
Oh my
They should
god.
put something like that in this game briefly, like turn everybody like a Riemann face or something, or big head.
Yeah.
Or you know how they have like those holographic disguises? You throw it at them and it'll randomly give them a disguise.
Welcome to Pariah 3. I'm Lieutenant John Vanderveer, and I'll be your demo.
Hector, interesting color scheme.
He's gonna run for the border. Oh, that was neat even for me.
You're an interesting color scheme.
I am transparent white.
This character just needs pants.
I want a harmony.
No, you don't. Not after we found out the Ethereum just full of poo-poo.
It's a Borg triangle.
But we have Borg ships and we have our fucking ships. So why not Ethereum ships?
We have Herald ships.
We have Herald ships.
I would probably sell my left arm to get the Obex.
What's the Obex?
The original Iconian ship.
What does that look like? Is it cool?
Google it.
Oh, I can't. I'm laying down.
You have a phone in your hands. You can Google it.
No, this is on my desk.
Hey Siri, Google me the Obex for Star Trek Online.
I think I'm gonna use the Garrett as my name for
Except now you'll have to change his name to Invoke.
Didn't you get that lockbox ship though for that character?
I did.
You just have to build it for to be, a fast attack ship.
Yeah, I don't know how to build it. Like, cause I'm not good at escorts and stuff building, and I gotta get good at it.
I don't use dual heavies anymore because I'm such a terrible pilot. I switched to dual beams.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I could do that, but
For the exception, I'll still use the quad cannons, but
I feel like I don't know what I feel like. I feel like if I do that ship, if I do that ship, I'd want to assume it, so I'd want to use the green Polaron, you know, but I don't know, so it's just kind of, yeah, and I don't know how to, like, build it as far as the speed goes, so I don't know, it's gonna take a minute and a half for me to come up.
Do you have the old green chips when they were in the winter event?
No. Well, I think I have one. I have the lobster.
Area clear.
The lobster.
Scans show that we need to jump down this narrow fissure in the rock. Be careful. I don't know what's waiting for us at the bottom.
But I do like the yellow Polaron. It's not bad. It's weird because I always just associate Polaron with purple or like you know, purple or like indigo color.
Well, I mean, like, canonically, the brain used disruptors. So did the Romulans. It's only in the game they changed them to plasma and Polaron.
It'd just be boring if everybody was
According to our
using the same
scans, there's a
type.
tunnel under us.
Try to make it a
Give me a
different.
moment. I'll clear a path. Fire in the hole!
I'm pretty sure in Discovery they use Polaron.
We don't say the keyword.
Oh, I'm still canon. I'm sorry for my way.
Let's say it wasn't canon. If they add that giant super carrier, I'm gonna be.
What? They already added the. I don't know. They didn't see it battle, so maybe.
I think I can get us a.
I doubt they'll add it because they didn't battle. So like.
Don't you see that at the end? That's in the last episode, isn't it?
Yeah, but they don't completely battle.
That doesn't mean that they don't have the. They couldn't do it in the game.
Yeah, I don't know though. It wasn't really. Plus, it's just. I mean, when they did the Orion.
Emerald Chain.
Yeah, the Emerald Chain. I felt like that was a little different because like it showed up a couple of times. Like it did have a lot of fight scenes with it. I don't know. I don't know. They could.
They would have done it with this last lock.
I feel like that too. Yeah, I mean that's what I think. And it does make more sense for them to do the ship that actually Locke and Maul and Locke actually use.
Instead of having 2 bays that have like 6 load that up with all type 7s.
Yeah. It is really good. It's like, you know, when I warp out, it has that ridiculous animation to show.
So does my crossfields.
Crossfields,
Discovery.
It does the disco backflip sidestep and then poof.
It does the poof like Black Alert.
The
That's
black.
only for transwarp.
This is it.
Oh,
The spawn.
okay.
This is it.
It does a different warp out effect, like the Kelvin ships.
What are the Kelvin ships do?
Instead of doing that, it just goes.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
More like the from Star Wars, when they go to hyperspace.
Yeah.
It looks more like that.
Well, I mean, this one still does the like with the green, but it does those like circle dance.
I don't know. I have to see it.
Do you remember, like, if you remember the episode, basically they were
Yes, I can kick that one.
and like they went to warp and it did a circle thing and they sent these things in all the directions to like just guide like the warp trail. And then it warped out. And it did this like circle, I thought it was circle dance, but it does that when it warps out.
Mother, but we need.
I thought it was kind of funny.
I can help you put a skeleton build together sometime. Ultimately, you just have to figure out what you want to, what fits better for you.
Yeah. Well, I feel
for this
like
30-minute project.
I feel like if it's an escort, then I should probably use cannons, right? But I would have to.
You will get maximum damage, but if you're not hitting anything, it's not going to make a difference. You might as well go with control beams.
Like sometimes I like come up or like I try to like hit something and I like overshoot it, and then by the time I get back there, they're like already dead. It's pretty funny, actually. It's pretty bad. Oh,
it's like in principle, my hero Raider actually, and by the numbers, could do more damage, but because I have trouble controlling it, my multi-vector ship actually out damages it could put out more damage by quite a bit, just because I can line up my shots better.
So, I don't know. Yeah, I may just do like dual beams or just regular beams to start with, and then get better practice. I don't know. I'm not gonna be gaming as much as I was just because of I think my wrists are killing over on me, guys.
Have you went to a doctor for it?
Not yet, no.
I would just do that first. There's probably just carpal tunnel.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm.
Or even just get one of those cheap wrist supports to keep you from bending your wrist.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to bowl a lot, and because I had such a habit of wanting to twist my wrist, I messed it up. So I had to wear this thing on for a while, and it's fine after that. Amy, I'm gonna change characters.
WTF?
Did you already queue?
No, I'm getting off.
Shamira, did you have a carpal tunnel thingy?
No,
No.
I guess I have this habit of like how I hold the mouse and stuff from just coding. I have my forearm laying mostly on the desk, so when I'm moving the mouse, a lot of the heavier movements are my elbow, and then I do the fine precision movements with, like, I'm not bending my wrist.
That's exactly how I do it. As you were saying that, I'm like, huh. I actually lay in my bed. I have a mouse pad and my mouse, then my keyboard on my lap, because I don't have a desk or anything.
It works out better.
I just have two small end tables next to each other, with my PC in the center. I basically have my mouse pad on top of my tower. I always play with my arms fully extended.
Yeah, but you're like 8 feet tall.
No.
Yeah, I have a customer that comes in. He looks just like Glenn.
Do you call him Glenn? You'd be like, Glenn!
In my head, I do. I'm like, oh, it's Glenn. The other day, I saw a Quebec license plate, too. I'm like, whoa. Maybe it really is Glenn.
I don't know. I know Glenn wanted to come back, but he doesn't remember anything about the game, so...
Oh, I thought you meant move back to the United States. Like, what? So he's not coming back?
You remember? You were here for that.
He said he was going to be back on that Sunday, but he never came back.
I just think he's... Okay, scanning R&D materials on the ground gives you dill.
What the fuck you say?
Now here's an 8-foot-tall Amazonian woman. She just disappeared. It's one of the K7 regulars. You still don't have that one guy winking at me.
Who's winking at you?
Some guy thinks my character's hot, I guess.
For sure.
I do that to Moon. I'll be like, blow kiss, stuff like that.
Here's a character named Hansberger. Oh, I gotta kick Tori out. She's still here.
What about Hansberger?
Although I think if I ever get Albie to play Mori again, I'll have to show him some of the new dev shit I found.
Oh, Amy, I read this earlier. You're gonna love this. Guess what game is supposed to be announced this July?
What?
Are you sitting down?
Dude.
Yes.
You're gonna love this. Elder Scrolls 6 Hammerfell. Did I just make you constipated?
Well, I straight up told a coworker today. I think it was like today we were talking about the anal scrolls. That's basically what I called it. It's just like...
I have learned to never get a Bethesda game like right when it comes out because it's not going to work for a while.
Oh, I like this one meme where it's like, welcome to working at Bethesda, here's your workstation. And it's a desk and a table and they've clipped into each other.
There was a video, it was what if Mario was made by Sega, and they go through all this different stuff, and he goes, we've just been acquired by Ubisoft, and then his face disappears, and all you can see is Luigi's eyes floating. They have a very unique way of animating their characters. Like with the layers. Like every Assassin's Creed game, those eyes are just so weird. Nope, not doing it.
What is it?
Star Wars. It's like I don't have the Rogue Squadron soundtrack on my PC, so...
It's gingivitis, that's what it is.
Oh, man.
Cinnamon flavored toothpaste, that's what it is.
And I'm in this ship because I was setting stuff up and it took me and I figured I'll be okay.
Sweaty turret now.
Sweaty.
Destroy the Mokai vessels before they can power up.
That's my next ship. It's gonna be called the Sweaty Turret. I'm gonna make my turret build.
Nothing in this game is sweaty, I'm sorry.
Does it actually mean something? I thought it was
So basically it means you had to try hard. Make your match was stressful. I heard it all the time in Resistance. Oh, that match was sweaty. And okay.
Never heard that before. So like a used kid slang?
I guess.
No, I didn't even know. Yeah.
When I was working with Scarlet, well, I had to ask, like, I don't know what these expressions mean.
Urban Dictionary.
Like, for example, I did the War Royale, like recently, like well not recently, but like sometime last week by myself, and it was very sweaty.
That happened to me yesterday. I thought it was broken.
No, it was just the people. But it also was before I knew that you had to
Vinculum drones.
yeah, it's before I knew about the reticulum drones too. So basically, ever since I know about those, if no one's doing them, then I'll quit. That's only ever happened really in that one match I had.
Gonna make it.
What you doing being there?
Couldn't repel flavor of that magnitude.
Probably the best advertisement I ever saw at a coffee shop, and they have a pretty good rendition of Admiral Akbar. It's like, it's a frap! Our taste buds can't repel flavor of that magnitude. It's just like, oh god. Oh, you're lucky I don't drink coffee.
I saw one earlier today. It was a KFC that I got closed and changed to a Mexican restaurant. But instead of taking Colonel Sanders off, they just put a sombrero on him.
Oh my god.
There's a background gag in Sonic 3 that makes me chuckle. It's these two Latino guys fighting over this Latino chick. One of them's like, no, she is mine. The other's like, no, she belongs to me, Juan. Or only Juan. Or I don't know, Fernando, I might have to have you stream the movie again.
One movie.
Okay, I'll wait till April until it comes on DVD. Apparently not talking about anything. You're asleep. I am a dream. Figment of your imagination. They just announced that in BBC, Vegeta changed his name to Vegeta. And in future installments of the Dragon Ball movie franchise, he will now be played by a Latino actor with a very long handlebar mustache.
Nice.
Cage cloak and she explodes.
I'll tear this moon in half! Fire the weapon! Kahula just opened a rift with her mycelial weapon! spot near a reactor station. Impeding the rift. Destroy it!
That sleeping surrender. He's made a pet cat.
That is Vizio.
I heard a couple stories.
Sorry.
I even heard some bleeding sheep that you were counting. 492, 693.
Well, that's what singing right.
What?
But you sing in like a language I can't understand.
I sing endlessly.
You speak perfect Klingon when you're singing.
Yes.
You're like, Figaro, fa la la la. Open Klingon style.
Beat me to it. Singing Klingon.
The song is on YouTube. And it's like,
Whenever my nephew starts to irritate me, I'll send him that. Whatever you send me this for.
You're just rickrolling.
That's the other way. Like, I just got rickrolled.
It's a new type of sushi that plays an old 80s song when you eat it.
Yeah, it's never gonna give you up.
It's never gonna let you down. It's never gonna run around. And its dance is actually getting stuff.
Oh my god.
All expense paid vacation. It's a preserve of sorts.
Let our enemies tremble.
Okay, I'm gonna hack Threadwell's phone and put a TLS marathon on for him. That should help him sleep.
They can play endlessly on loop. But like the really, really cheesy episode.
Spock's brain.
I would think Doomsday Machine would be a better one because of the loud soundtrack.
Play. The TV show was 50 minutes long.
Oof, those loud trumpets.
Now it's like, what, 22 minutes without commercials?
I want to say it was like TOS was 50 minutes an episode, and it was close to, if not 30 episodes a season. It's like TNG was like 42 minutes an episode, and it was about 22 episodes a season.
Well, now it's like, what, 10 episodes for a year? I don't get it.
I actually get the impression they just don't want to fork out that kind of money anymore.
Well, but it could be anything. It could be 30-minute TV shows or cartoons are the same way.
Well, supposedly cartoons only exist to sell something, so. I'm gonna die.
I died. There's no shame on dying on this one. And I'm not just saying that because I've died like 3 times.
Okay, somehow I'm still alive. Start to slowly back up. I'm alive! I was back up out of here. I heard you got accepted into the GeForce. Now you have to show us some of your posing.
No. Well, why do you say that?
I heard. Very good.
Say that would be very obvious.
It was announced that there's going to be a new Last Airbender cartoon series.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take place after Korra.
Yes.
Except this one was going to be just some old guy with constipation, and all of his airbending was going to be methane powered.
The last boxer I had, I called him the last butt monster because he was so gassy. The lab still wins though. He was the worst one. It'd be so bad, like you would hear it, and then he would walk out of the room like, nope, wait for me. You have to let the room settle for like an hour before it was safe to go back in.
Oof.
Look at the dog be like, doggone it.
He would get out into the mud. And since they have those webbed feet, it was so hard to keep them clean. You just keep tracking in the mud. And... It's like you open the door, you're like, please don't let his feet be bad. Please don't let his feet be bad. And you knew they were going to be. He's been out there splashing. He was a lot of fun, though. A bit of an asshole, but he was cool. Cool dog. It was abnormally large for a black lab. I think he peaked at like 110 pounds. But he was like a giant. And his tail was at just the right height that if you got too close, yeah, he could do some damage if he hit a sensitive organ. Those tails are strong. He brought a few men to their knees with that tail whip action.
I want to try to go bad, guys.
The Herc are about to overrun this planet, and time is a factor. Several
So after he's passed out like 3 times on us.
Hey, at least I made it for the 3rd time. Yes.
Good night.
Quitter.
Quitter. Sleepy quitter. About my own heart of tart.
Wish I could get the fleet version of this.
Which one is it?
The core.
Why can't you?
Because he's a Betty. 8 ships are still catching on.
Oh my.
But you know, sure, you could make, you know.
Well done.
In my dreams, anyway.
Why not use the Defiant? It's the same thing.
Battle cloak.
Oh, touche. Unless you feel like wasting 2 console slots.
Right. No thanks. It's not worth the loss. I mean, the ship's not bad.
I do like the old Bird of Prey design. More non-Starfleet looking ships that I like.
Right.
And the Daradat. The Daradat. I don't know why I want to say the D every time.
I'm probably going to have to break down and buy the, if it ever comes back again, the 11th season.
I think the 11th anniversary bundle's always up. It's just always ridiculous price.
Right. I meant if it comes on sale again.
Is there anything special about the Legendary Vesta that's not in the other 6 ships?
It's Intel.
But other than that,
The Tier 6 trait,
what's the Tier 6 trait?
Cadum Reconstruction.
Yeah, that means nothing to me.
It's supposed to be some sort of super heal when you're near death.
The last of the
I have it on Sabak. It's just when his dill comes down, I'll be able to start playing on him again.
Herc ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
I just wish they would, for saucer separation multi-vector, have the other ships function like shuttles, fighters. They're slow as ass too. Or like the wingmen, that'd be better. Accidentally leveling the wrong ship. Wasted 2 tokens on that.
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them. Herc Dreadnought on sensors. Be careful. Herc ships spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there. Alpha. Protect them.
I would say if you ever did a new Fed and you wanted to level skip, probably the biggest motivation to get that legendary also.
I have the other stations, so unless there's something uniquely spectacular, big malicious about it.
Head to escape route beta. Protect the refugee ships. Alert ships spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
But I can see if you wanted to do the Ox build, cannon build, it would be better on Voyager anyway. The legendary crap.
I think you can put the Ox cannon on other ships.
Yeah, you can put them on anything. I've done it.
Remember, the issue with Ox cannons was that they drew from Ox power, but you still wanted the energy damage buff and emergency power to weapons.
End result. Yeah, Rapid Paradigm Voyager would be the best as well.
The right space setup and that would be pretty awful.
Alert ships spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
Still a 3-3.
I think the legendary is a 4-3.
Head to escape route beta. Protect the refugee ships.
Yes, if you were creative, you could do like a science escort, like balancing your auxiliary and your weapon power.
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them. That's everyone.
I think the next ship I'm gonna do will either be the legendary Defiant, or I'm gonna redo my Romulan with the Lyra. What do you think about that though? It needs ISO bags. Gotta go through all that again.
Right.
Just, I think as long as you're not getting phaser or disruptor, I think all the other ISO flavors should be pretty cheap. I want to say I got Polaron ones for the Samsar. They were about 100k a piece. Here you
More
go.
about upgrading them. That's what I mean.
I mean, if you want to go epic,
Well, why would you not?
because of just how much it takes just to get that thing over, as far as quality.
That's the last part I do. I get them up to ultra rare, and then I'll stop. And then once everything is to that level and rolled, then I'll do the epics.
It's like I'll epic out my ground gear, but space gear, it's like no, forget it.
See, I do it the other way. You do a lot more in space than you do on the ground.
I don't know.
Want to be the pug, do you?
I heart ground. What can I say?
Well, you guys know what I do.
Auto click and walk away.
Jeez.
Sorry, I had to. Back when the winter event was on its like second year, one of the guys set up an auto clicker to dig through the snowballs to get ornaments. So I would just keep throwing snowballs at him to push him out of range so his auto clicker didn't work no more.
I did that the first year. That's how my graphics card overheated.
The invasion of Kronos has
Not
begun,
this hemorrhoid.
but we will not fall.
Why is my PC turned off? Like, oh.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Got up one morning, I'm like,
My cat has a couple times managed to find the power button and turn the computer off.
I'm gonna put in Steam chat. Anybody not closing green gates will get stabbed in the eye.
Don't you?
I feel like anything I say will just make it worse.
It's a trap.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Did somebody grab that portal?
I got it. It's cooking down.
Those gateways are emitting intense levels of theta radiation. Close them.
Me and Memento Mori seem to have it over here.
Radiation is doing gamma radiation on the two transports. All the soldiers return to hold simply in the Romulus. I was disappointed when they found out that chronotimes were something they just made up and plot, that it wasn't a real thing. They've always been good about using real theory about bullshit too much.
Right.
Deuterium, dilithium, that was all real stuff.
They just
torpedoes.
Instead of graviton, they were like, well, instead of gravity, you would have put this time.
Kind of like a take on Action.
Right. Or neutron.
The opposite of a neutron would just be a neutron.
You're gonna go in there in the corner with your nose. Your cat will tell me if you leave.
Cat rarely, if ever, makes any noise. Usually when she's either hungry or really badly wants attention.
I feel like some things just transcend species, and the need to discipline you is probably one of them.
She does get pretty obnoxious if I haven't met her attention for her. She's slowly starting to lose interest in her laser dog, so she still wants me to do it.
Man, I wish I could have a cat. Just I can't. Well, I mean, I guess technically in principle, yes, I can. I don't have a regular place for it.
Transport from the starbase, moving toward the planet.
My sister's cat, Frankie Fatass, decided he wanted to try to sit on my shoulder last week. I guess ain't gonna work, Fatty. I don't see how something that big can move with so much agility. I'm afraid his cat tree's gonna snap in half when he jumps on it. How did the street cat get that fat anyway? He was arrested.
Generous donation.
From viewers like you. I don't get it. He was rescued, vet checked, and he was very kept him at a cat cafe to be adopted. He doesn't eat table food. He doesn't care. The only time he's ever cared about table food is he wanted my nieces to play with him, and they wouldn't. So he stole one of their McNuggets and ran away with it. Sophia, when it comes to food, especially chicken nuggets, french fries, she don't mess around.
The cutest thing I ever saw. We had cats, and this one cat sneaked into Target at one point. We couldn't catch her. She ended up giving birth to a litter, and we finally caught her. One of the guys took one of the kittens home. And we're sitting there gaming, and I just hear him say, "God damn it." I look over, and he's holding a chicken nugget in his hand, and just dangling from it. It's this chicken claw.
Well, it was at the same store, but before I worked there was a cat that somehow got into the store, and it was sitting on a shelf, so one of the employees took it home. And one of the other stores I worked at, a dog actually came in and sat by the front door. I guess it was abandoned. But it was very well. It was tame. Because when it had to go, they put a leash on it for animal control to go get it. And it was like, hey, I have to go outside. So it didn't mess on the floor. I hate that people do shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, my mom and I would watch that My Cat from Hell. And occasionally there'd be like a horror story. Like one we saw as somebody was driving down the street and they apparently threw their cat out the passenger side window of the car. And basically paralyzed the cat's back legs. And I was just, are you fucking serious? Like he would have killed you to pull over and let the cat out? Like, yeah, he ended up, the guy on the show, he went over and like met the cat and actually built like this mini wheelchair for the cat so he can get around.
like cats are a lot more adaptable than dogs are. It may not be true, but
Well, we actually have quite a few strays here in town, mostly because this guy up by the local redneck equivalent of a 7-Eleven is fucking feeding them. There's basically a little cat community outside of his house, and I'm against it simply because of just how cold it gets here in winter. So it's like animals should not have to try to survive in the wild in that.
Our troops have landed.
Yeah, we occasionally have a cat that tries to get into our dumpster. And I'm
we
like,
had those
knock
kids
yourself
that
out.
were abandoned in front of our store, but eventually somebody caught them and took them all home.
I did see this one video. It was kind of funny. A guy pulls over because he sees a little kitten on the side of the road. And he goes over and, tries to
a bunch
befriend
more
it.
come running
Yeah,
out of the
like
grass.
10, 15 more show up. He's like, oh my God, what have I done? Like, I hate to say it, I probably would have tried to find a way to take them all home. I wouldn't have liked the vet bill for getting them all fixed, but
I feel like the cats planned it that way. It's like you meet a girl like, oh, by the way, these are my 6 kids.
well, to be fair, you should kind of tell that she had some number of kids beforehand. I only knew one girl who ever had 7 kids.
Listen for that echo.
I have been authorized to brief you on our mission objectives. This is a typical Undine shipyard. Intelligence suggests that the Undine use these sites to construct, or more accurately, grow, their planet-killing vessels.
I say it all the time about some of these parents. You would think they're like 14, and then all of a sudden, there's 3 kids walking up to her. Like, what?
So I take it that's the kid.
This is the Kobayashi Maru.
NX3101.
Killmonger? Rogue alien, I can't see.
Sir, there's 3 shipyards in the area. Each one is growing planet killers. We should tackle them
Killmonger.
one at a
That
time.
reminds me, how far along are we on this?
Commandos are ready to beam to the
Only
surface
halfway
and
through and
open
you
that
have it
maw.
already? Jeez.
They hog 2 pays for that thing.
I don't know, I kind of like the price of $3.99.
I sent you that payment. I almost really did put reparations on it. Like, well, he probably doesn't want that on his statement.
We're in, sir. Give us a minute to brief. We'll crack this call.
I wish we could do something about all the fluidic bubbles. It makes even less sense here because we're already in fluidic space.
Yeah, pop those killer bubbles. Make me think of Super Mario World and those houses. They have the 3 blobs. You can jump on them. You do the spin jump.
Exactly. Follow me, Lost Geckley.
The Geckley have captured a bomb.
We'll need to beam over multiple teams of commandos to fully crack this mob.
Come on, Geckley, faster.
This is definitely we'll only be able to reach a single part of the mob here. Before you can transport over here, come on, more than one door open.
Yay.
We're encountering some resistance. Nothing we can't have.
Is there a way to adjust the camera so that if you get close to something, it doesn't zoom in on itself? Is that just...
Come on, more than one door open.
I think there is.
Second planet killer is neutralized.
Knock 3 times.
A planet killer is launched from the final shipyard. There's a singularity to normal space nearby. If it reaches the singularity, it will transport to normal space.
And I gathered as much when you said singularity to normal space. OMG.
Maybe it's our space that's weird, or their space that's normal.
Well, that would simply be a matter of perspective.
That's my point.
Beam over reinforcements. All primary target are destroyed. Opening the model. Beam over reinforcements.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to call it.
I only have about 10 minutes left myself.
I guess me and Mike will probably have one more for the road.
Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Ever wondered how to bind keyboard keys to your gamepad buttons? The answer lies within a nifty tool called XPad One, available from the Microsoft Store. With this clever piece of software, you can not only bind your keyboard keys to gamepad buttons, but also control your mouse with the analog sticks. To kick things off, you'll need to create a game profile. This may sound technical, but it's as easy as pressing 2 buttons at the same time. Within any game, press the guide button and the start menu button simultaneously. Voila! You've just created a game profile. Now, the real magic begins. It's time to bind a keyboard key. The process is straightforward. Press and hold the guide button for 2.5 seconds. Don't worry about timing it perfectly because you'll hear a prompt. Next, press the desired keyboard key you want to bind to the selected gamepad button. And that's it. You've successfully bound a keyboard key to a gamepad button. If during the key binding you change your mind, after you have selected a gamepad button, you can press a different gamepad button and bind to the newly chosen button instead. At any time during the key bind process, you can cancel the key binding by simply pressing the selected gamepad button a second time, or press it twice if you have only started the binding process and have not selected a button yet. But remember, practice makes perfect. The more you use XPad One, the more intuitive it becomes. This software is designed to be easy to use but also powerful, giving you the ability to customize your gaming experience to suit your playstyle. So, why not give XPad One a whirl? It's a game changer, quite literally. Whether you're a seasoned gamer looking to switch things up, or a newbie trying to find your footing, this tool can make a world of difference. Bind your keyboard keys to your gamepad buttons, control your mouse with the analog sticks, and take your gaming to the next level. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Dive in, experiment, and see what XPad One can do for you. After all, the only limit is your imagination. Happy gaming.